All right, so this is a what does your person want you to know right now? This is a no contact. What do they want you to know right now? I can already tell you that there's a little bit of resistance on this message. So let's find out why. Okay, well, we got Three of Swords energy. We got heartbreak on the table. It's too many. But I did see the Devil on the top. I'm gonna see if that comes out on its own. If it comes out again. What do they want us to know? Yeah, that's too many. That's me being. I have two decks into one, so I think for some reason for this reading, I'm having a hard time holding on to both decks. Yeah, like I said, there's a little bit of resistance on this message. So this is the Seven of Pentacles next to this Three of Swords here. No contact. What do they want us to know? Okay, those came out together, but I am going to take those. I've got the Hierophant, the Five of Swords, Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords upright. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Two of Swords in reverse, and then as an extra energy, we have the Two of Swords in reverse again, with the Nine of Cups. So one of the extra cards is the Two of Swords in reverse again. I feel like I should just put it on the 7th row here. And then the Nine of Cups is an extra card. Seven of Pentacles. I'm not sure what that Seven of Pentacles is yet. It's not coming off like the traditional meaning, unless I'm not making the connection yet. And this Hierophant card, I'm actually not sure what that is either. It is coming off a little bit as an influence from up above, like a, I don't know if a heavenly force or the universe stopped something or forced something or was watching over something or there was a promise made, but I feel like that particular Hierophant is like the higher power watching or like involved. Let's see if I can get off of like that Five of Swords. No, I'm not getting anything right now. Unlike the second row. If we're not talking to them, they want to say something to us. What is it they want to say? Why is there so much resistance? What? Okay. I guess if these cards don't come out, I'm going to pull them. I would prefer for them to come out. This, again, is just cards falling out. But this King of Swords in reverse did come out, and this King of Wands upright did come out. So we have a page, two kings, the Hierophant, Two of Swords, and now Two of Wands. Oh, here's another king. King of Pentacles. What do you want to say? Four of Pentacles. It's weird the way it fell out too. It fell out face down. Queen of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. Tower in reverse. So I'm sorry. Obviously, we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles on the table. We also have the King of Wands and the King of Swords in reverse. I suspect that this King of Pentacles and this King of Wands and this King of Swords in reverse are all the same person, right? I believe the Hierophant is what I said. We'll talk about their involvement in a minute. That Seven of Pentacles was... I feel like it was like somebody was trying to figure out if something was worth it, and then God kind of stepped in and showed them. But there's also more to that card there, because God didn't show them this. This is a separate situation. But this person... It's funny because we've been getting a lot of readings where people have been forced, or, you know, for a while anyway, being forced to like do certain things. And then we were kind of getting readings where they were not forced to be doing certain things, but if they didn't do it, they were going to be miserable. I feel like very recently the readings have been more about like, they don't need to be forced because they're doing it anyway, kind of thing. They're doing it at their own pace anyway. Like even if they came off as somebody like this King of Swords here upside down, even if they came off as somebody who was like arrogant or narcissistic, like in some way they were like working on themselves. This isn't for everybody, because typically the King of Swords would not work on themselves. But I think in this particular situation, this person wasn't just the King of Swords, like I said, in reverse. They were also the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. They had resources at their disposal that they could be whoever they wanted to be at any given time. They didn't have to be the King of Swords in reverse. And this heartbreak up here, yeah, I do think it's theirs, but I also think that they caused it, and because they caused it, I think it's theirs. And I think this whole wanting to know if it was worth it thing, this Seven of Pentacles up there, that second card in the top row, on top of this King of Wands, was, I feel like to a certain extent, and this is not the first time I've gotten this, like I said, recently in readings I've been getting this, and I feel like this person started to lose their spark. Like they started to lose their spark for relationships. They started to lose their spark for love. There was some sort of dream that they had that they started to not only not hold. Where's that Four of Pentacles? So this was them holding on to a dream. And this is interesting. This almost came off of my hand. Look. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm trying to make sure I'm not pulling on my microphone here as I adjust in my seat. Okay. So I feel like it wasn't something that went unnoticed either, this losing of the spark. This was something that they cherished, or it was a dream they had. It was something they were holding on to for a while. So when letting go of it or losing the spark for it was kind of like a tragedy in itself. So God came in and showed them God either showed them what it was like without the spark, or God showed them the spark again. And they realized they wanted to hold on to it. And sometimes these pentacles, these oddly placed pentacles in some of these readings, has been kind of like this, and it's specifically like pages and knights. It's like someone's desire for like the material side of things instead of the emotional side of things. So this Two of Wands underneath this Hierophant in this row right here, I feel like there's two scenarios here. I feel like one of them is that, and I said it already, but I wanted to be precise and specific, that God did show them what it was like without the spark, and then for some of them, and then for some others, they showed them the spark again. But in that maneuver, God showed everyone the spark. Even if they showed them what life was like without it, they showed everyone the spark. And they said, I don't know, do I want to keep doing this? I'm losing my yeah, I told you this message is being like pushed, like repressed. These cards do not want to come out. They were like, do I want to work on this? Do I want to, you know, and now, and see, that came off before as, do I want to work on relationships? And then this came out as like relationships. Sometimes it comes out on a third party, but this came out as, do I want to work with another? I don't want to do this anymore. And then God showed them the spark. I want a card on that. Can we get a card on that? Some of them got to see the spark, and some of them got to see the absence of the spark, which showed them the spark. So what, can we get a third card on that? Yeah. Every single one of them were unhappy. This was a long ride from where this person was when they knew you. I don't see where you are in this. I think this is after. Unless you're this Queen of Pentacles, but I don't think so. We have this Ace of Swords on top of this Five of Swords and this King of Pentacles. And by the way, the Ace of Swords is in reverse. Now I think this is after you. Four Pentacles. And then there's that page in reverse. These pages. We turned into this page, and then we were actually holding on to the idea of being material until we realized that wasn't important, and now we're holding on to the idea of being with you. Yeah, this has been going on for a little bit. Long enough to be unhappy. Long enough to wonder if they're going to work on it, or if they want to work on it with someone else, and then getting that question answered. This Five of Pentacles on top of this Ten of Swords and this Queen of Pentacles. They may have been gone so long that they're out in the cold, or they're out in the cold because they're still suffering from what they went through. And they know that they can't come towards the Queen of Pentacles. You might be that Queen of Pentacles. It's not them. They're not the Queen of Pentacles. I have this Two of Pentacles here on top of this Tower in reverse, and this Two of Swords in reverse with this Two of Swords in reverse. I was just trying to see if the Ace of Swords is on the table in reverse, but I don't think so. But I do have the Five of Cups in reverse as an extra card underneath the Nine of Cups. Somehow that created another row, so I want to get one more card to go in the middle. It might be too wide for you to see. Can we get the Five of Cups and then like the Five of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups? Can we get one more card on this? But oh, we can get more than that. Let's see what's up. First thing I saw was this Knight of Pentacles upright. Then this Four of Swords with this Page of Cups in reverse. King of Wands, King of Swords. You know, I just realized that all that stuff that I said doesn't tell us about a particular situation. I think that for the most part, this person might want you to know what they've learned, or that the process that they've had. Because, and I think to them it's worth more to know the process than just the ending point of where they are. Because they want you to understand that this was a journey, and a lot of times people assume in a journey that that it's, if it takes a while, it's longer to sink in, or it's you know, long, like more of a indication that something is more of a steady, like a steady learning, or like, hey, you know, I really have been figuring things out. You know, yes, time has gone by, but I've been figuring things out. Because I feel like this person, you know, may have started out as many different people, but definitely moved through those people in a way that they understood that they could be this person sometimes and this person sometimes. They could be the nice guy and still say no, stuff like this. And I think that that's where I'm coming from when I say that they feel like it's more important for you to know that they went through this process, that they understand, because I think they understand more than a lot of other people who actually go through that process. And it's just, this is still coming out in reverse. So they're not able to tell you. That's the throat chakra, by the way. They're not able to tell you, even though they've done all of this, they don't want to insult you by kind of coming forward and acting like nothing happened. They did something. I've got this 10 of Swords on top of this Queen of Pentacles with this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, and they couldn't get away because there's some sort of higher contract, like I said with that Hierophant card. There's some sort of agreement in place where this person can't get away from this lesson.